Friday, June 12th. We're just coming back from passing the Top Step Combine. We're trading our first day of XFA trading, right? We're trading our first day here. So we're going to go into this very cautiously, being very specific of what we're looking for here. So let's go ahead and get into the trades so you can take a look and see what I did this day here. So as you can see, price is moving downwards at this point. It's already 10 minutes in. We didn't really take any trades throughout this entire time. Not until about 7 o'clock. We were waiting for a good setup to come up. I was looking for buys because there was aggressive buyers the night previously pushing price up. So I'm looking for a trend continuation to the top side. So as you can see here, price is still coming down here. There are some aggressive sellers in that big candle that you see right above there. Push that price down, and then another batch of aggressive sellers start to step in here. Now, as people start to step in here, price is not moving further down. Therefore, this is telling me that even though sellers are being aggressive, there is no follow through, right? So now it's being absorbed. So now what I'm looking for is for them to be squeezed out of their position as price goes up and gets near the first initial push to the bottom. So that's what I'm looking for an entry. As soon as it goes up to that high, that's where I want to look for my entry here. So let's take a look at C and fast forward just a bit so you can take a look. So you can see price continuing down here. As you can know, price continues to chop here for a good while. Then you start to see this move start to come back up. Okay, start to see it move slowly back up. We're still waiting, have not taken a trade yet, being patient. Price is still moving up. Let's stop right there. So I marked this area. Why? I marked this area because, again, there was a large cluster of sellers that initiated that move to the bottom. Now I want to see this get liquidated. I want to see price go above this rectangle and push price up further. My stop will be below this low, and I'll show you shortly what that looked like in the order flow. So let's take a look here. Continue. Price continues going, starts to go up. I do adjust a little bit to modify the exact area that I'm looking for. Here goes. Price is coming up. As it goes up, I need to see some confirmation that it is going to squeeze out here, people. And again, I'm looking to get in on the squeeze of these sellers. Price already retraced this far up. So at this point, there is for sure going to be a squeeze of these sellers. Absorbed all this selling. So let's take a look. Price is retracing, testing there. I want to see it move up further. As you can see, as the order blocks are forming, we have an order block forming there. There's an imbalance push to the top. There's also an order block right below that area. So here price is going back up. Again, looking to get in on the buy for the squeeze. Want to see if they get squeezed out here. It goes. Being very, very patient. Want to see some sort of signal that they're going to get squeezed out. 703 at this point here. Want to see this move go aggressively. Perfect. That was an aggressive move to the top. Got in there. Stopped below the low with 5 contracts. Now we're looking for this push to continue up. We're only looking for $500. As always, looking to place our stop right at the $500 mark. So even if I move my take profit at this point, we're looking to place our stop loss somewhere near that. So here goes price. Price is getting really close. So I start to move my take profit up, try to trail where we get to 500. See if it can take me out at the 600 area. It should hold this area because strong sellers are no longer in control. Now it's the buyer's turn. Right now it's the buyer's turn to push price a little higher. This is an area of pain for the sellers. And so we're looking to see this continuation go aggressively here. You want to see them push aggressively up so that the sellers freak out and they close their positions, forcing price to go up higher. So we want to see that aggressive push continue here. And here we're being cautious to see if price goes back against us. Again, the bottom portion of this area is where price should not pass, where that purple box is. Right there. So we're waiting to see what price does here. Starting to reject, which is a great sign. Price is testing that seller area. See if the sellers are still in control or not. I haven't let go of my stop loss there. I'm just holding it so I can trail aggressively if I need to trail aggressively. Regardless, it's going to stop me out below that order block. It's going to stop me out right there at that area. So I'm not concerned about if it keeps going down. It will stop me out. It will take me out of this trade. So right now we're close to getting stopped out. I want price to continue here. Price is going in my favor. This is great. This is working out perfectly. So far, so good. Yes, it did go against me just a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. You see price continue to go up. I put my stop right back down where we were at 500. That's where my stop was originally, right? So I want to keep it there. Now I want to see if price break those highs. As price breaks those highs, I want to trail aggressively. Again, looking for that 500 area. See how much I can get along the way. 1-to-1 is what I'm looking for. Base hits. That's all that matters to me. Here we go. Price is going up. Price is being aggressive. I know I feel strongly about this trade, so I know that it can get there. As soon as it gets above enough, I'll let go, cover, and then we're good to go. If it goes up a little further with aggression, then that's great. Here it goes. Aggressive. Okay, I let go there. Now I'm going to start to trail. Nope. It stopped me out right there. $498. That is a good day. First day of XFA trading. Great job. Good trade. We were looking for a liquidation of sellers, right? The opposite. We're looking for a liquidation of sellers and then continuation to the top side for that trend continuation play. So let's take a look at the other chart so you can see what I was looking at. Okay, so this is Friday right here. So as you can see, price opened and began, pushed down, came back up, continued to push down, and then it retraced. And then when you have this purple circle here, this drawing, that's that 169 that we were looking at. You're looking at that 169. It pushed aggressively. This was way too fast for me to even get in and try to get in on this trade, so I did not take it. I could have taken this to the downside, would have been a good play. However, it went really fast. Like matter of seconds, it just dropped all the way down to this bottom portion, continued up, and then retraced. And at this point, I was already way far away. I did not want to try this trade. I did not want to get into this. So it kept coming down, kept coming down, kept coming down. I didn't see any other large clusters coming in until this point here. I saw this large cluster come in, and then I saw price retrace. Again, we were looking for buys at these levels, so even though there were large sellers there, I was being very cautious not to take these sells. So it started to come up, came back down. I saw it hold this seller right here, right? Started to come up. Again, areas of interest. These should be your areas of interest. As you can see here, price held twice right here at this selling area for absorption, right? Strong seller pushed, couldn't push further. Price went immediately up, then it continued going up, came back down. Same area, held, went up, and you could see it stopped coming lower there as people got in, immediately started coming up this way. And now, as price is going up, I'm looking for an area up here at the 169s to hold, right? That's what I was looking for. That was the purple box that you saw on the other screen, right? Looking for this area to hold. I want to see it break aggressively. I want to see it come back down. I want to see this break right here, stop below the lows, and then we wait. We wait. So you see price aggressively start going up. We get a 127 here, right? Strong buyers coming in at this level. Strong buying right here. Strong buying. And then immediately you could see again holds this level. Comes back down immediately, holds the level, pushes right back up. Pushes right back up, passing these buyers at the top, and then retraces here, holds the level, again, comes back up. Very, very important. If you are trading with big trades, if you are trading order flow, you're seeing these large imbalances, these are the areas where you want to hold and see what price does when it gets to these areas, right? If it passes up, let's look for the retest. Let's see if it holds this area. If it's selling and the price moves the opposite way, they're being liquidated. We want to see if price comes back and if it can hold this area to continue up even further or vice versa. So that was the trade that I took, which was right here at this area. First trade again of the XFAs. Now we're going into Monday. Again, IPO day today on Friday. Didn't seem to move the market too much at the very beginning. Towards the end of the day, price did sort of chop around, waiting for the IPO to come out, and then price immediately started going up. We started to see all these aggressive buyers. 187, this right here, absorption, 100%. Strong sellers try to come in, immediately goes up, holds against these strong sellers, and they push up further, getting away from those sellers, right? Pain, pain, pain every day right there for the sellers. So that was my day. That was my trade. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next one.